Hi guys, can anybody challenge President Tinubu the way with this South Africa lady challenge their president? When you're listening to what this girl talk in front of their president.
To be young is to be in a stage of becoming, of working towards your goals and aspirations to transition from being dependent to independent. However, the youth of this country are perpetual children, and some will never know independence until their old age. At the realization of how doomed we are under your leadership, Mr. President, thousands continue to give in to Nyaupe, and young women and girls amount to bottle girls for you and your friends at the peak of their vibrancy and zeal for life and prosperity. We live with our parents, and finding a 40-year-old man asking his mother for bread is more common than otherwise. This phenomenon is known as the Ramaphosa economy. Joblessness, poverty, and constantly questioning if we are truly the young adults of today. In 2018, Mr. President, you launched the Jobs Summit and promised the youth of this country 275,000 jobs per year. You failed. In 2019, you promised 2 million jobs and an end to hunger, halving of crime, and empowering the school curriculum where a 10-year-old will be able to read for comprehension. You failed. In 2020, you unveiled a 100 billion rand fund to create jobs in the public sector for the youth. You failed. You launched the NSP against GBV and femicide, and 4 years later, on the eve of elections 2024, the murderer of Kirisaleti Elsin Donje was granted bail of 2,000 rands. You failed. In 2021, you spoke about building new cities, and the National Youth Development Agency would fund 1,000 young entrepreneurs in 100 days. You failed. In 2022, plagued by your own failures over the years, you promised the National Youth Service would create a modest 50,000 jobs in its first phase. You failed. In 2023, you came here and praised yourself for the Youth Employment Service that placed 100,000 youth in peace jobs that lasted nothing more than 12 months. Once again, you failed. Yesterday, you came to this house and promised 2 million jobs to the youth of South Africa. It is thus fair and deliberate to then say that this time next year, the result will once again be not achieved and failed. When you became president in 2018, youth unemployment was sitting at 43%. And nearly 7 years into your presidency, youth unemployment currently sits at 45% for individuals aged 15 to 34 and a whopping 59% for young people aged 15 to 24. Your presidency is characterized by many promises and many failures. It is now apparent that as the youth of today, we must ready ourselves psychologically like the youth of 1976 for the biggest fight against the establishment. The establishment has charged you, Mr. President, at the forefront as the weapon that is formed against us. The youth of today, like Nelson Mandela, who is now hailed as an icon of peace, must be ready to be called terrorists. We must be ready to be called criminals. We must be ready to be jailed for crimes we did not commit. We must be ready to be character assassinated like Ida Mtwana, Robert Sobukwe, Nkgopotshe Tiro, Steve Biko, Winnie Mandela, and Julius Malema.
If you triumph for Nigeria, from that stage, DSS go pick you. You failed. Sometimes they imagine maybe in a military regime with the or with the democracy. Because I find out that Nigeria, we can't even say what we want. Because by the time you say what you want, they will pick you. By the time you air out within your mind, they don't carry you. So sometimes they confuse maybe na military with they or na democracy. Because I could remember these guys with the arrest for Hunger Day. They say na treason or na treason they call them. For people to come out and protest for Hungary. That people to come out and tell you what they are going through. people to come out and let you know that they are hungry. No offense for Nigeria. They never do wetin dis South Africa girl do. Imagine say good people can't come outside, go where president sit down meeting, talk this kind of thing. I believe say maybe that jail where they go, maybe na like 30 years or more than. So I dey find it difficult to believe say we dey democracy. Because democracy wey we dey, we no fit air out wetin dey pain us. We no fit cry out wetin we need, because you talk, dey pitch you. You no talk, hunger kill you. You talk, nobody send your papa. And we call it democracy. Democracy wey be say president no fit come out and talk to his people, man, why dis thing hard like this? Na because I wan do am this way. Try to let us know what is your plan. Now, how much be fuel? Na dey sell fuel. I be talk when Dangote refinery, when Dangote open the refinery, when dem be interview am say how much you wan dey sell for, wey say he never know, say he's waiting for federal government. And I know say man, e no go balance. Una dey import, una dey export crude oil, dey import am back at the rate of 1,001 based on wetin I hear. Now Dangote fuel, e wan dey sell am for how much? 1,003. So I prefer the one wey dey before. If the one of taking out and bringing back is 1,1, and I'm buying the one we are producing in Nigeria, 1,3, then I'll prefer the old one. Because bro, 200 no be small money. So sometimes the country, we no just know wetin we want. We no know wetin dey do us, and we no know wetin we dey do. But only what I just know is that we fear too much. We fear too much. Because by the time one person come out, they pick that one person, other people go shake back. Based on, I dey fear wey they no arrest me, they fear wey they no arrest you, so we go withdraw back. The one wey they arrest go dey regret if they say I know I for no come out. But by the time they arrest one person for saying the truth, but saying what it feel like we need, they arrest the person. Me, I come out, they arrest me, they go tire, their side go full. But we fear too much. And I notice one thing, any country wey get fear, they hardly grow. That's why you see Nigeria, I don't know, because to tell you the truth, I don't know, maybe Tinubu get plan for us. Because if we get plan, Tinubu personally for don't come outside and say, why this thing did this way? It's because I want to do it this way. Then we'll shake and we'll reason am with them. But nobody send our papa. It's just there, don't they feel like they do what he wants. And everybody, each of us, today our house, we did our business places, they complain. You go to work and come back, you spend like 3,000, 4,000 per day for transportation, apart from feeding money, and your minimum wage is 70,000. You will never make it with that kind of money, because before you collect that salary, debt don't dey ground. Now debt wey you know say you no fit pay. So what am I saying? Tinubu go get plan for Nigeria. As they talk about, if you will, you no come pick me too, sure. Because South Africa president reason, you know, in a democracy, the people have the freedom of speech. So far, they know insult them directly. Because if he no fail, that girl no go talk say he fail. As the guy they talk say you fail, if you say the man no fail, the guy man have the right to arrest the guy. But yeah, even though all the things wey Tinubu dey do, come out, we will know say na fail, come outside say he fail. They go see pick me say why I say he fail, when all of us know say he fail. So may God help Nigeria, because the way I say is that even we ourselves, we are not ready to help ourselves. Now suffering and smiling, na Nigeria dey. Or what I know that God will see us through. And I see they talk say, oh, come out the hope from God, because God don't already see us through. Everything there our hand. Now we don't know how to use them. Now we don't know the power we God give us. We don't know the power we God give us. So we are going to second years for Tinubu tenure. We still get like 2 year plus, which we don't know if it still go the second tenure or how they call am. Which if it go, we are talking of 8 years. We dey 1 year and I say maybe 1 year and 2 months or 1 year and 1 month plus. Still burn everywhere. I know they chop well. I know they sleep well. Security we no get. Light e no dey. Good load e no dey. Fuel dey skyrocket from 0.1 to 0.100 or I don't know how I wan dey rate am. The time of we go judge Jonathan we complain say fuel cost. We no know say we never know wetin eat us. Na now we know the meaning. Go road, go outside, go your junction, go see motor wey dey pass. Because why would I have a car and the car dey chop pass wetin I dey chop? If you want to buy, as in you want to go to town and come back, 10,000 naira fuel no do you per day. Then how do you want to make it? How much is your salary? How much is your minimum wage? 70K. So your minimum wage no buy your full tank. Nigeria na comedy. We never serious. When we ready, we know what to do. You see the divert of language, Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, they know what they are doing because they know the day we understand that we are one, and that day this struggle will stop. So that they use our head and we don't know, we see the follow the footstep. The day when me, Igbo man go know say, Yoruba man, you are my brother. Yoruba man go know say, Hausa man, you are my brother. Hausa go know say, Igbo man, you are my brother. That day we go stand out. But without that, na church or show they do, we no go show working. I'll talk my own. Like now, my own at the talk so. Which this one they even they talk now we fear. Because anything can happen. We go help Nigeria. And every one of us. So that's what I have for you for today. Please, if you are new here, I beg, subscribe. And if you are old customer, thanks. I really appreciate you guys. One love.